I believe it's in Esther. We're going to do a Job. You know what Job went through.
Yes.
But I'm going to say what I went through.
Yes.
I've been looking out the window, staring at the sky, wondering what's going on in this world. It's going crazy. We got fires over here, now something in Africa, and Lord knows where else. And I said, Lord, what's going on? He said, I already told you in Revelation. Things going on in different types of places that we figured that never be touched, is being touched. It just tells us in Revelation, don't be dismayed, don't act like you don't know it. But what it says in that Bible is true. But God is a good God, a gracious God, and He loves us. He don't want to really bring havoc upon us, but sometimes we're done like a Job. Job didn't do anything. I'm going to read it before I get to running off. There was a man in the land of Oz whose name was Job, and that man was perfect and upright, and one that feared God and eschewed evil. He just hated evil, didn't want to have nothing to do with evil. And there were born him 7 sons and 3 daughters. His substance also was 7,000 sheep, 3,000 camels, 500 yoke. So we're figuring out this was a rich man. He not only had a bunch of children, he had enough stock and money to take care of them. All of them.
Amen.
Like we did. And like we still do. COVID cut in, everybody had to go in, mashed up like sardines, and then come out acting goofy. Like they just got a dog off a chain. The world is going crazy.
Yes.
And we wondering, God, what's going on? You know what's going on.
Yes.
You are God. You are my children. Ain't nothing going on with you, right? Okay then. It's the world. But God so loved the world that He gave His only begotten Son, that who shall serve Him, believe in Him, and love Him shall have everlasting life.
Amen.
It don't mean that we're going to have a perfect life.
Nope.
Where everything is every time you shoot a pool ball, they all go in. That ain't no fun. We got to go through the ups and the downs and the woos. It's called human life.
Yes.
It's called growing process.
Yes.
Yeah, God only loves me. Forgive me, Lord, but I got to tell Him. Because I'd have been through hell and back. I'd have been out in them streets, but you ain't see me. I left town. I've been gone 30 years. Yay! People stop. Don't I know you? I said, nope. See ya. God knows me. He knows my name up and down and all around. I went 3,000 miles into another prison, and they pointed me out of 3,000 people. I said, man, he don't know I'm saved, do he? And I'm up in jail. He said, you ain't got to duck. I'm talking to you. You got a calling on your life, and you run it. And you ran all the way here and still couldn't get away. And I'm like, oh, man, I'm sitting my chair shaking. Because, you know, you got God in your life, people think you a pushover. They forgot that God gave us love, peace, joy, happiness, prosperity, and a whole lot of strength. Sometimes that suit comes unzipped and the other person comes out. But we try to restrain him because I'm only in here for a couple of years. I don't want life. So you zip that thing back up and you come at him with the word.
Yes.
Talking about that Bible can't protect you. I said, well, you keep on looking. You keep on looking. That Bible do a whole lot of stuff. Especially when you quote them scriptures. Them scriptures come up when you need them.
Yes.
They in there, you know, you read and read and read, and when I get up here, God gonna do what He want to do.
Amen.
I made some notes. I said the only one know what to do in this life is the animals. They're the only one doing things right. They walking up and down, finding food, playing around, wrestling with each other, but they ain't praying. They being animals. They know when to plant. They know when things is growing. They know everything. They ain't been up to my front door asking for no cookies. They were out there digging up nuts that they buried 3 years ago. I said, man, what are they doing? I got these cookies. No, they don't really want that because they're not prone to that. They're of this earth. They're not of that oven that we done baked them in. These guys, like us, we are that world, not this one. We want to get back to our natural father. Our job down here is to try to get back there. And the only way to get back there is in this flesh, because this is a test. This flesh is a test. That's all it is, in a vessel that you can survive on this planet Earth. We're not going to be here forever. We're working our way back to the promised land that God has promised that we're going to have a mansion up there too. Right with Jesus. I've been praying to God, and I wrote that down. I've been praying for God, with God, to God, as strong as a mustard seed. Not much. I say, hey God, how you doing? And I'm done. Thanks for your help today, Lord. I'm done. And he said, John, look here. When you get up there tomorrow, you tell them this. If y'all my soldiers, you come to me right. You ain't got to be crying and boo-hooing and stuff. He said, my soldiers don't come to me like that. They come to me with strength and joy, chest puffed out. And they talk to me like a man. I want y'all to talk to me like a man. Praise me like a man. Don't come at me crying and stuff because I already got you. Been had you since you was born.
Yes.
Come at me and talk to me like you talk to your sergeant when you're in the army. You say yes sir, no sir, and this, that, and the other, because you are a soldier of the Lord.
Yes.
We were built and made in his image. So that we can take the land that we're in now. The land being our homes, take control, our schools, our government, and don't forget that there is a God.
Amen.
In all those places.
Amen.
I've been praying, me and my wife pray every night. We pray for our church, our pastor, wife, our church, our families, for sometimes they all go together. You know, love, prosperity, all of that. More money. But you know, you can't do nothing with money unless you spend it. Money ain't no good unless you spend it. If you can't get nowhere to spend it, you just got stacks of this stuff just sitting around. I like my money to go like this, come right back to me.
Amen.
That's how I spend money. It come right back to me. You know, I got on a $500 suit, cost me $10. You know, tell the truth. If you save a dime, you won't lose a nickel. Then you can send them kids to college. You know, I got plans. A man without a plan is just a man just living. A man without tools is just a man going nowhere. You ain't got no tools, it's over. You're just existing. And God do not want us to exist. He wants us to be prosperous. I brag and say, oh man, I just sold a car yesterday and got another one to go out today. Why? Because I want you to do the same thing. If you're hanging out with millionaires, guess what you're going to be? Well, I don't want no friends trailing behind me and I'm dropping crumbs and they picking them up. Man, here, take this. You know, hey, start selling some of them watches. I got 100 watches in there. You go grab them and you start selling them on street corner. Well, pretty soon they're going to run out of selling watches, go to gold rings and earrings and stuff. I mean, it just goes up. God is not in the business of taking you down.
Nope.
The devil going to come at us like they come at Job. But he told the devil, he said, why don't you go and do something to Job, but don't take his life. Don't touch his life, because that was the last trial. He said, skin for skin. He said, you touch his skin, and he will curse you to your face. And he said, he said, the devil asked God, he said, how can I touch him when you done put a hedge around him?
Amen.
You got the hedge around him. I can't get through that. He said, okay, be gone. Do what you got to do. Joe did not do anything. He didn't curse him to his face. Joe cursed his own life. God also entered back into my mother's womb, and he was just nothing I had come in his life with, nothing I leave with. He was going on and on and on and on and on, and God don't want us to do that.